I got my sunglasses on. Maybe it'll help with my eye problem. I'm just kidding. I'm very hyper today, so my readings might be on overdrive today, but we will see. So I'm being silly today. I'm not going to have these glasses on the whole time. I'm just being silly. So hello to all of you. I don't know if we're going to have a lag today, but it tends to happen, but it doesn't matter, right? We're here to get messages. So thank you to those of you who are already here. I'll take these off now. Oh, see, now I start and then this thing starts like 5 minutes afterwards. Oh my God. Anyway, whatever. Hi, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Isn't this the best shirt ever? This is the love that we need, and we need to be giving out right here. This is one of the best shirts I've ever owned. It has my favorite word on it, and I'm kind of pointing at my stuff, but you know, maybe love your boobs too. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Angela. Angela, you've been on my mind lately. I don't know. I'm gonna take these off before I forget they're on. I don't know. Maybe I have to put them on later because my eyeballs. Anyway, it's getting really busy. Oh, on John, everything I said has happened. Of course it happened. The cards don't lie. Let me go back because I know people have been asking to add to the list. So let me make sure that I get the right people in here. Yashi, you sure you don't want a free reading? You're here for me. Thank you, Yashi. I appreciate that. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the compliments. Yeah, I was debating on putting like red lipstick. Let me tell you guys, I had this thing with wearing red lipstick. Oh my God, like it's just I'm not a makeup person, period, believe it or not. But I just do the eyes, and I thought I'd do the red lipstick today because of the shirt. And I said, you know, I haven't worn this in a long time, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Be a little bit festive or whatever. So thank you for the compliments, by the way. Thank you, Yashi, for the comment. All right, I have one more free reading left. I'm only guided to do 4 free ones. So yes, Angela, red is a power color. But you know, if for me, I don't know what it is. It's like maybe it's too powerful for me, but I like softer colors. I'm a teal type of aqua person. That's my color. If it's Roy G. Biv, it's green. So, hi, Jess. Hello, hello. Okay, thank you, Anjana. Okay, Angela, you get the 4th spot. Okay, all the 4th spots are taken. If you didn't notice, the minimum, if you would like a reading, is $11.11. I do prefer the Cash App Venmo stuff because I'm going to be honest, YouTube takes a huge chunk of what is put on Super Chat, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take Super Chat. Okay? If that works for you, I will do that. I don't want to be greedy, but it's just like, it's amazing how much YouTube takes. So thank you, YouTube. But I'm grateful to have this platform. I am going to do a mini, I'm going to pull love cards when I do the collective reading. And for the people who have a free reading, I'm going to pull a love card for you too. If you would like the personal reading with a love card added, I have my romance angels and my love oracle here. That will be $18.88. So it's not going to be double the 11. I cut it down by like about $4. So if you want 2 questions, you want the love and a personal, some other question, that's going to be $18.88. Okay. Hi, Amber. Oh my gosh. It's like busy today. I had this weird feeling like I've had a hyper day. I was on hyper mode cleaning my house today and doing stuff for my business. I added new services that are more affordable too, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And I thought that tonight's reading was going to be busy. So Everybody's coming in. Let me check the list, guys. Let me check the chat. Let's see. I've got all my free reading slots are done. They've all been taken up. Anjana, the thumbnail pictures are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Amber. Amber, I just closed out all the free readings. I'm only allotting 5. My guys don't want me to go over that. So, I mean, I would, but everyone's taken up. My whole free reading slot is taken. So, I apologize for that, but I have to keep my energies up because the previous times I did way too many. My guides are like, you're doing way too much. If you're a Capella crew member, you saw my long explanation as to what changes I'm making on my app. So yeah, my guides are telling me I'm overextending it. So it's not that I don't want to do it, but they want me to cap it at 4. So I'm now on the paid list for right now for the rest of the evening if you would like a reading. And again, you can have an option of just having 1 question or 2 questions. 1 question is 1111. The 2 questions, which includes a love reading, is 1888. Okay. So, but thank you, Amber, for being here anyway. But yeah, if you would like to make a donation, by all means, go ahead and do that. And then if you if you put in for 2 questions, you can get a love reading, and it's not going to be double the cost of the 1 question one. Oh, the flower, you see it? Yeah, I have to, hold on. Why does it look like that? It won't go down any further. I'm going to explain that, why that rose is there in a little bit. So, Anjana, yes, you were overdoing. Yeah, Virgo, you remember I have very strong Virgo in my chart. That's why. And that was a huge lesson for me that I had to, it's the 6 of Pentacles, right? Equal give and take. If I'm investing too much, I'm not getting the return, like 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, poor return of investment. It's not a good thing for me. So this was another lesson that I had to learn with doing my mission work, to set boundaries, you know? So, and I told my Capella members, it's like, if you really want to go through your self-transformation and get the guidance to do all these things, you have to invest in yourself. It's something that I learned for myself, where I put in all this money in my business, all this money about learning about meditation and building a business and how to really get to center and learning all these different techniques, right? I paid money to learn that, you know, and it's, you get a good return of investment when you do that. That's why, you know, you put yourself first and foremost if you want things to improve in your life. God is not going to come in with the miracles if you don't do jack shit, right? That's not how it works. So I kind of had to put my foot down with my Capella members today, because I'm like, guys, you know, I'm trying to do my best here and giving my guidance. And you guys know I do long free reading on YouTube. I do these lives. It's a lot. And my energy, it gets expended, and my cat has to come heal me. And then I got to do my sea salt baths. And then I have to prepare for everything else that I got to do. So, so yeah, that's kind of like what I'm doing here. I got to set those boundaries. But, you know, usually if you stick around, sometimes people end up having their questions answered by somebody else's reading, or something happens. You've been led here for a reason. Something happens where you wait around, and I've heard people tell me this, that they end up getting a question answered through somebody else's reading. So that's kind of beneficial for some people, because, you know, for whatever reason you're here, there's gonna be something you're gonna take out of it, especially if, you know, you just hear the collective reading that I do for everybody. So yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. But let me go back to the chat to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, my T says agape. Isn't it awesome? I love this shirt. I love it. I can feel the love in this shirt. Yeah, Angela, I did bring up the pink flowers up. I'm going to talk about this. I knew somebody was going to remember. Thank you, Chris. Do you admire the stamina I have? Yeah, I know. It's a lot. That's why I was so hyper today. I said my readings might be on overdrive today. We'll see how that goes. Let me see. Yeah, Amber, just feel it out. So maybe whatever question you may have, or maybe something might come to you without you having to ask anything, because it happens a lot. And here's the thing. Those of you who've been watching my lives, you do know that when people ask questions, Spirit ends up giving them what they really need to hear. Okay? That's a big thing in this. I don't sit here and even if I get some negative energy, I'm gonna say it as it is, because a lot of you know I'm not a BS reader. I can't help anybody if I'm gonna be rainbows, unicorns, and puppies all the time. It's not realistic. You cannot have dark without light. So a lot of the times when people ask questions, they get a flip of an answer, and that's what Spirit really wants you to know. This is what tarot is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used for your self-transformation, your elevation of the soul, your spiritual growth. That's why this stuff is here. And that's why I conduct them in the manner the manner in which I do them. Okay, so let me just double check that I have everyone on the free reading list here. If anybody would like to be my moderator, I would greatly appreciate it. I need some help with that. The last time it was a bit challenging because I didn't really have one. I'm not forcing anybody, but if anybody, one or two of you would like to moderate, I would greatly appreciate it. If someone could just take down the notes where my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal stuff is, it's in the description box. Again, for one question, it's $11.11, not $1,101, $111. And if you want two questions, it's only $18.88. In the two questions, you get a love card with the question that on top of the question that you ask, instead of having it be $22.22. Since it is Valentine's Day, and I didn't double the price of getting two questions, so anybody who wants to moderate for me, if you could put that down every now and again, or when anybody comes in that's new. Okay, if you hear that craziness, I'm introducing you to my son, who is gaming upstairs, and he tends to do this when I go live and I have no other place to do this. So yeah, you can probably hear him, so don't mind him. He gets crazy. It's been a lot of energy in the house today. Like, there's something big's coming. I'm seeing, like, I think we got the world card the last time, or one of the lives we did. There's something big that's coming for a lot of us. And Anjana talked about her tower moment. There's going to be tower moments for people. But remember, it's to get you on your path. I will laugh if we get the tower card today. Yeah, so yeah, he plays video games and he goes all crazy. I'm not joking. He gets all excited, right? It's excitement. He's a double Gemini. He's Gemini sun and Gemini moon, so and he just loses it. So hopefully that won't be that much of a bother, but a lot of you have heard him, and just whatever. I tune him out. Sometimes I forget, right? I'm only saying that because he's going all crazy right now. So let me see. I'm going to check the chat again to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So, Yashi, your message was held for review for whatever reason. Am I my head cutting off? All right, I'll step back a little bit. I'm reading the chat. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead into this, because usually what happens, people start dropping in here. Okay. That way I can at least get the free readings. Oh, I forgot. If someone makes a donation in the middle of me doing the free readings and stuff, they move to the top of the list. Okay, it's the same thing as before. So anybody who pays for a reading, they go to the top of the list. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that in case anybody didn't know or they forgot. So I'll get to the announcements. I'll talk about that flower in a little bit. I do want to mention, if you check the description box, Jess, you want a question? All my free ones are taken up. So you're free to send a donation if you would like a reading, if you want the 1 or 2 question one. But all my free ones are taken up, Jess. So I want to mention I added, what is it, 6 new services to my website at capellawellness.com. They're all listed in the description box. They're more affordable readings, but they're email ones. You'll usually get them quicker. They're not going to be as detailed as my video ones, but if like people really want something answered, I decided to do something more simple for me and for the client, and that's way more affordable than what I usually offer on my website. So hi Darlene. So I have channeled messages from your person. If you guys don't already know, I do that handwritten letter on YouTube. Every once in a while I'm being guided, and I offer that as a service as well. But that's a recorded reading where you see me write down the message. It's an actual it's written down in a notebook or on paper. I have that reading, but I will channel the messages from your person in an email instead. It's a lot cheaper than the video version. I have a 911 version where you get it in 24 hours. And then I have the other one where you get it within like 72 hours. So I have that. I have channel messages for your person via email. Thank you, Chris. And I also have the comment email reading. It's 1 question where you get it via email. They're quicker readings. There's a 911 version where you get in 24 hours, and then the other version that you get in a longer span of time. And then I also have my Capella email readings. Those are the 2 question ones. One is a 911 reading. And thank you, Jess. One is a 911 reading where you get in 24 hours, and the other 2 question Capella reading is within the span of 72 hours. All right. All those are email readings to make it easier. Okay. They'll still be pretty detailed, but because they're not the video ones and they're but shorter amount of time, you won't get the larger amount. There aren't a lot of oracle cards and all this other stuff that I give in those. But again, it's to kind of help others with regards to the cost of them. Again, they're all in the description box. So you want a general for both, Jess? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jess and Chris. Yeah, I think that's it. So I wanted to make a mention of that there's 6 new ones. Again, the links are in the description box in this video, and they'll be in my other YouTube videos. You go to capellawellness.com, and the service suite, it's underneath personalized readings. Okay, so usually that's a much quicker turnaround, and there's a lot less work involved in that. So I wanted to make a mention of those. And what was the other thing? There was something else. Oh yeah, my Reintegrating the Divine Feminine class that I have. My first session is tomorrow at 2. The other one is February 20th, and the other one is February 27th. Those are to help you really start getting back into your divine feminine, or learning how to tap into those energies and really understand your true potential, so that you can be prepared to live your life's purpose. And when you're embodying those energies and you're walking it, you're talking it, and you're living it, you're going to attract the divine masculine, like the true kind of King of Pentacles type of individual. Okay, Jess is taking tomorrow's class, so she's excited about that. I'm excited about it too, because this is a really empowering class that I'm doing. So, and I also talk about like how I got to where I'm at, and it takes a lot of work. However, you know, when you are embodying those energies, like 98% of the time, especially when you have your masculine within you balanced, you just will not believe what ends up coming to you or starts happening when you are really fully integrating your true divine feminine. And especially for women, it's really, really encouraging for empowering for the female to step into those energies so that their whole world starts to shift. So I have information about that class in the description box as well. If you go to capellawellness.com, it's underneath the coaching section of the Capella suite. The other one I want to mention is my memberships. So those of you, you've already heard about this, who are Capella members of mine, I do have a mobile app with a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to be setting up memberships for my website, and I'll give more of an announcement, probably more detail in the next slide or whatever description I put in the description box, my other videos. They're going to be different tiers. One is going to include having a live coaching session with me, but via chat on the mobile app until I come up with something else, or we can actually do a live video chat as part of the membership. That's a monthly thing. You guys have probably heard it from other readers and stuff like that. So I'm going to add in, like, you get like a monthly reading depending on what tier you are at. You get access to, I'm going to put up my meditation videos on my website. You get unlimited access to that for free. Well, with the membership. And you also get access to my daily guidance on my mobile app, on top of getting channeled messages from your person, if you want that at least once a month, that type of thing. So again, they're going to be different tiers, and it's not going to be some astronomical price. There's only going to be one that's going to be a lot higher because of the other things that get involved in it, especially with the live coaching with me for an hour every month. Okay, you can cancel that at any time. I'm going to offer a free trial so that you guys can try that out. I mean, there's a lot that I'm having to change. So I'm going to be doing that. But again, it's like, if you're really serious about doing your work, I would highly recommend doing that. Of course, if you're drawn to, I'm not trying to force anybody. I'm just trying to disseminate the information to let you know what's changing and what I'm doing. So again, I'll make an announcement about that stuff when those memberships are ready. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff in there. So I'm going to see where that goes. So I'm working on that. And then the other thing is, what was the other thing? The rose. Okay, Angela brought it up. Those of you who've seen my Aquarius reading, if you remember, I talked about the pink roses, right? They signify unconditional love. It's very significant for me. Why? Because on my counterpart's birthday, I'm not going to give the whole story, but I actually put 6 pink roses in an envelope with some sheet music for him. We both love Vivaldi's The Four Seasons. I play violin. He plays fantastic guitar. He's very, very musically gifted. And I did all this thing. And I gave him these 6 roses to symbolize. No, there were 4. I think there were 4. One for each season, right? Because in Vivaldi's Four Seasons, obviously there are 4 seasons. So I wrote a message for each one. And I packed it up along with other stuff that I gave to him on his birthday. And it turns out that's what happened. That's what caused my tower moment with my counterpart. That's when God kicked me in the ass. And it was like, Jess, enough is enough. You've given too much and it's got to stop. So the crazy thing was I gave those roses to him, and it's kind of weird because women don't give men roses, but there was a symbolic reason for that. Their unconditional love. If you heard in my Aquarius reading, red roses signify Eros. That's the romantic one. We want this one, what it says on my shirt. That's unconditional love right here, the agape, which is why I have that there. So if you saw my Aquarius reading from last week, I said, if you see pink flowers show up, that's going to confirm the reading. You would not believe where this rose showed up. My son and I went to walk around our favorite place and get bubble tea. I got out of the car. This was right outside of my car door. I almost stepped on it. I think we all know that was not a coincidence. It's like, how often would you find a road like this? And I don't even know how that even happened. I must have fallen off or something. It was outside my car door. I could have parked in any parking spot that day. And I parked in the spot that was next to this. Okay. So I decided to take it with me. My son was like, "You're going to take that?" I said, "Yes, Julian, because this is really symbolic of everything that I just talked to you about." Okay. I have a picture of it to prove that it was lying outside of my car door. I took a picture of it right when I stood outside. All right. So in that Aquarius reading, that was actually confirmation for me, is that everything that I channeled for those who have done the work, God was like, here it is, Jess. And this was also reminding me of when I really spoke my truth to my divine counterpart that day that I gave him those pink roses. All right. And here's the other thing. Oh, my son's so crazy. You see this right here? This was from the bouquet that I bought that day to give him for his part of his birthday gift. I saved one. It's on top of my dresser, above my underwear drawer, if you want, if you really want to know, okay? I saved one. I see this every morning, and it reminds me that I stood in my power, and it really reminds me like how far I've come. So I see this every day. And I remember at the beginning, it was hard because I looked at this and I was like, man, did I fuck up? You know, did I like really screw something up? But God was like, no, you didn't. You did what you were supposed to do. And so God told me to keep this with me. It's from the original bouquet that I took those four roses from. I think I gave him 6. I think the other 2 were for something else. I can't remember. It was 2 years ago, okay? So I kept this one. And every day I saw this, it reminded me to stick to focusing on myself. That it was a very big thing that I did that day. That's why it was a tower moment for me. I mean, it was the biggest tower moment that I had. So if you see, I still have this. And at one point when I looked at it, it really didn't affect as much. And when I saw it again today, and my guide said, my angel said, talk about this when you do your live today. And then again, just yesterday, another pink one showed up outside my door. So it's amazing how God works, right? But this was very symbolic for me. And that's why I have it here. And I'm glad that some of you were noticing that, because there is a reason why I have that there. So that's why it's important when you are seeing signs and synchronicities, especially if you watch my readings, and I say, if you see these things, watch out for them, because they're going to, it's God telling you, hey, whoever, there's my promise there. But remember, you have to make sure that you are doing the work, and if you've done the work, that you still stay in that power, because you've come so far ahead that you can't go backwards, right? You still have to stay like full steam ahead. And when you get these signs, it's kind of, they're blessings in disguise. And then on top of that, yesterday there were white feathers all over the place. It's been a long time since when we talked regularly. There were white feathers all over the place. There's even a white feather on my bed on top of the sweater that I wore 2 days ago. I have no idea where that feather came from. So it was still trying to get me to continue to push along. Okay. To not give up. Because let me tell you, yesterday, and it's with the astrological transits, I was at a place that brought some very bad memories of my issue with materialism and trying to like buy things to fill a void when my marriage was falling apart. And I got super triggered because I had to go pick up something at Bath and Body Works. And then when I was going through there, it's like it's kind of almost like a dead mall these days. And then I started reminiscing of all the stupid crap that I did, all the mistakes that I did in my life before I even met my counterpart. And yesterday I was kind of more in this energy where I went kind of back down again. I did a lot of crying, but I started to realize it was purging. And God was telling me, you know what's happening, Jess? Because things are going to shift for you very soon. And all this other stuff that was kind of still lying around was being pushed out. Because when you get to a high vibe, when you've done a lot of the work, you're never really done healing. And this is kind of to remind you what everything that you've put in. It was also telling me that I've come so far, and it was kind of a combination of me purging more of the old Jess, and kind of, it's also like tears of joy with how much I overcame and how different I am now. You know, even like doing these lives, like I think you guys have heard, like I would be terrified with showing my face. You know, my divine counterpart always used to tell me, you don't like showing your face. There's no reason to do that. And he was absolutely right. And I did that for like 30 something years of my life. And doing something like this was absolutely terrifying. And then when I broke that barrier, when I knew that I had really done my work, and then now anything that comes my way that might be a little bit scary, I have a lot more power and a lot more faith to tackle it without any fear. And you know, that story is just to go to show you, you know, even when you've come so far and you've done all this work, and you have really let go of those self-limiting beliefs, there will be times, and it does have to do with the planets here, that sometimes something will happen. And I knew yesterday had to happen to help me like purge some more stuff out and help me realize, you know, all this stuff that was happening, and that, you know, it wasn't a horrible thing, that it was part of my life's lessons. And that type of issue that I had with material things, it's in my birth chart. That's why it's so important for us to really understand our birth chart or have it read, because it talks a lot about, and I know some of you have already had your birth chart read, it talks a lot about who you really are, and how you're going to overcome those challenges and move away from your south node to your north node, what your karmic debt is. And it helped me understand why I had those issues with value. All right. My Chiron is in Taurus. So it makes a lot of sense, you know, with finding what is really of value. And sometimes I needed to have people validate my worth. And it's like, I need somebody to tell me that I'm this, this, and that. That's what I had to heal. And those wounds are our greatest teachers, right? And when you learn from those deep, dark wounds that you have, you will end up coming into the person that you were made to be. And then when that stuff tends to surface, it doesn't affect you as much, right? Because you've allowed yourself to elevate at a higher vibration, and you understand why you went through that pain and suffering and why you had those issues, because it was part of what you needed to learn. And everyone's birth charts are different. Not one is the same. So that's why we have to be mindful of other people and what they're going through. Okay? I've seen some crazy birth charts, especially with some of the divine masculines. Boy, do they have some hard aspects. Very hard aspects. Okay? That's why when we're judging others and we're criticizing and we're wondering why somebody's acting the way they are, it has to do a lot with that. Practically all of it. It also has to do with their upbringing and their childhood and all that other stuff. So that's why, at the end of the day, this is very important, because not only does this help the other person heal, it helps us to heal, and it helps us to kind of really be more compassionate towards those individuals that we think are being malicious to us, or that we think are trying to take advantage. It doesn't mean that we're supposed to allow it, right? You have to set those barriers, but you can set those barriers and those boundaries, but still have compassion, unconditional love for that person. when one is healed, all is healed. And that's why when I talk about this, this is what's really going to get us to raise the vibration of the planet. All right. That's why the eros love, the romantic love, it's not going to do it. I mean, love is love, but for what I have seen in my own journey, this is way more important. This is really is what going is this is what's really going to help all of us at the end of the day. You know, the wound is where the light enters you, Rumi. Oh, that's beautiful, Angela. Thank you for sharing that. I know you guys are talking in the chat, and I'm kind of just, I'm already going. I told you this was going to be hyper. I got a lot of stuff. Okay. So, Yashi, it took a lot of tower moments. That's funny. So, I'm looking at the chat right now. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, and I'm being very vulnerable. Like, just going other places with stores and stuff. It was, oh God. Yesterday, it was like, oh my God, what was I doing? But again, it was a lesson. And I'm actually glad that I went through that because it helped me realize a lot of things. So, anyway. Oh, thank you, Yashi, for the compliment of the heart necklace. All right. So I think that's enough of that. So, okay. We are going to get into this. I had a lot to say today. So, Chris, you are the one who gave the donation first. What is your question? Did you put a question here? There he is. Okay. All right. We're going to go start with Chris. She was the first one to make a donation, and then Jess will go after her. And then for the free readings, we have Blue Butterfly is first on the list, then Purple Moonlight, then Anjana, then Angela. And again, remember, if someone all of a sudden comes in here while I'm doing Chris and Jess's readings, then they get moved to the top of the list, okay? But if somebody is not here for their free reading, that slot opens back up. Okay. Oh wait, I have to do the collective reading. My bad. Spirit's like, no, Jess, you have to do the collective reading first. So we're gonna do the collective reading. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Joyful Living. Welcome. All my free reading slots are taken up, love. If you would like a reading, if you want a card, you're more than welcome to make a donation of $11.11. Thank you, Anjana, for that. Thank you, Yashi, for putting that there. Yashi, can you do me a favor, please? Can you put the Cash App there too? Because more people have Cash App than Venmo. Thank you. All right. What do we have for the collective? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What do we have for the collective? What guidance do we have for the collective? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Anybody watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? I am. I always do. I'm a big football person. I'm so excited about it though, because Tom Brady's not in there, but I have to give credit to Tom because, haha, that's funny. Because he's an exceptional athlete, but he's done his time, I think. So I think my son told me he's retiring. So the Bengals and the Rams, especially with the Bengals being in the Super Bowl. Wow. I'm actually rooting for the Bengals, believe it or not. So let's see what happens. Anyway, Queen of Wands, people. We've got the Queen of Wands, all right? The biggest thing about the Queen of Wands is shining your light, right? This is about you knowing what you want and going after it without fear. What was I talking about not having fear? You see what happens when I channel stuff before the cards come out? Thank you, Spirit. And I just kicked my stand. Okay? You guys got to really start creating. All right? Utilize those God-given gifts to create something masterful, something inspirational, something motivational. All of you were given specific gifts. Okay? So God's really asking you to start utilizing them and not being fearful of what other people are going to say, what they're going to think. It doesn't matter. God gave it to you and you alone. You have to go out there and use it. You have to have a lot more confidence and courage within yourself to create whatever it is that you want to do. She can also be an entrepreneur, right? So if you're really itching to create a business for you, for yourself, go out and do it. Okay? It's like what I did, and people thought I was crazy to leave my other job and do what I'm doing now. But let me tell you, it's like a totally different life. It is. And I'm not going to lie. It's been, there's been struggles here and there. But let me tell you, God has been throwing some miracles at me. He did 4 today. Before I was eating dinner, okay? I was cooking and eating my dinner. My son was like, oh, praise Jesus. And Julian goes, what happened? My son. 4 in a span of like 20 minutes. Blue butterfly, what comment did you make? I can't, Blue, if you made where's Blue's comment? Sorry, guys, I just jacked the reading here. I don't know if Blue is talking to the rest of you guys, but I can't see Blue's comment. Can somebody tell me what's going on? Because I don't know what's going on. All right. So, I know the devil's been getting the best of me. Okay. Today, I had like 4 miracles happen. One a few days ago and one last week. Now, I do feel that God brings miracles and blessings to me every day. They're like the little ones. But these were much bigger. Okay? So I know it's kind of like a culmination to something that's greater. Now, what happens is, through these struggles and stuff, especially when our confidence tends to dip, our courage tends to dip, this is when we go back into center and we go back to God and we're like, okay, God, I need you right now to help me to get my vibration back up, all right? To shine my light again. Because when you're dimming your light, that affects other people. It affects your abundance coming in. It affects a lot of things. It can even affect your health too. When your light is lowering, that's lowering your vibration. So Spirit is saying for you guys to really just make sure that you go out there and shine this light because the world needs it. The God needs you for what he made you for. The world needs who you were made to be. Okay? God needs what he made you to be. Again, you all have this within you. There's a lot of power with this, Queen. This is also about standing in your power as an independent individual. All right? You don't need anyone or anything to have this type of power. This is a lot of strong will. This is someone who's able to have this high vibration well enough to manifest the things that she is desiring. It's also like the visionary here, right? Thoughts create your reality type of thing. The energy of the magician as well with this. So this is really about, again, it's all about the light within you, right? And I think there's a reason why Angela put her her comment there. Okay, Yashi, I just saw your note. I'm going to hide it. Okay? I saw your note, so I'll get back to you later. The Rumi quote that Angela said is pretty much tapping into this. Okay? So, and she didn't get here just by some happenstance. She went through everything in the suit of wands. Ace the queen, right? And her counterpart is the king. So understand that you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want. Utilize those God-given gifts. It's already within you. You have that light already within you, guys, and you just have to shine it out there. You can't allow anyone or anything to dim it. Don't let that happen. That tends to really wreak havoc on you. And it's like when you already have this power, you're unstoppable. You're unshakable, you're unbreakable, you're untouchable. Just like her. Okay? So God is really asking you guys to remember that you have this within. You are all God within, right? Faith over fear. I talk about that a lot. There's no reason to worry. There's no reason to fear anything because you have God with you. Okay? She knows this. She's holding the Ace of Wands in her hand. That is the light of God. That is the fire energy, the light that burns away all the challenges, all the confusion, all of the conflicts, all of the uncertainties, the doubts you have about yourself. She doesn't have any of that because she's carrying God's light with her all the time. Why? It's literally, she's holding it, right? But it's really about, it's already in you, right? Because you already have God within you. So the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. All right. What I see with this is a lot of you need to really be more kind and tender-hearted to yourself. All right. This could also be about the past doesn't dictate who you are. Whatever happened to you in the past does not mean you cannot be the Queen of Wands, right? Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. So standing in that feminine energy here for like, yeah, I can be like strong and independent and you know, fiery when I need to be, but not burning people's faces off or something like that. You don't want to be this. That's not healthy, right? So whatever's happened in your past, okay, it does not dictate your future. It does not tell you who you are. If anyone's told you, okay, here's another thing. This is a very attractive person too. Now I'm getting something else. Okay? She tends to be the sexy queen of all the queens, all right? Very, very attractive, very charismatic. Like people love her. She has this aura about her that people are just like enamored with, and she's an excellent leader. She knows how to talk to people. She has compassion for people, but she utilizes that light within her to shine out of her, and that's what draws people. It's like a moth to a flame, right? So, you know, this also ties into, and I'm getting goosebumps for whatever reason, this also ties into, you know, if there's any issues with your appearance, your self-confidence, because I see Leo energy with this, right? Because this is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I've seen more Leo with this. If anybody has ever sabotaged you based on who you are, your appearance, right? Thinking that you're not beautiful or handsome enough or charismatic enough or intelligent enough to do anything, if whatever happened in your past is causing you to feel low about yourself, thinking that you're not this, that has to go. All right? You need to use the Ace of Wands to burn away whatever happened in the past. Yeah, Chris got goosebumps too. See what's happening? My head's being chopped off. Okay. whatever's in the past, okay? Whatever happened in your childhood. I talked about this too, right? The childhood stuff. Whatever happened in your childhood, you got to burn that away. Whatever happened in your past, burn it away. But here's the thing, you learn from it. You just don't completely forget it. This is my opinion, right? This is based on my own journey. Right? Like I told you guys, my past surfaced just yesterday. Right? It surfaced just yesterday and I felt like a complete dumbass, but then I was like, well, wait a minute. Let me not self-sabotage again. I've been through this before. Right? That was in the past. Leave it in the past, Jess. It's like, look where you've come. It's like, this is what I'm vibrating at right now. So when that happened yesterday, remember I told you that that's why I told my story. This is talking about my story too. That's why I talked about it, because I got myself back to this. I didn't allow that reminiscing come back and dim my light, right? I know better now, you know? And I prayed to God about it. God's like, I understand. It's okay. You're just doing some more purging because there's other things that are coming into your life. So, you know, especially if somebody has told you you couldn't amount to anything, you know, they have issues too, right? We all have issues. There's not one person here as a saint. We're not perfect, right? We're perfect in God's eyes, but perfection to us is a very skewed vision of like what that's supposed to be. So with this here, we got to let that go, but we also have to give ourselves tender, loving care, all right? And not allow what happened in our childhood, what happened in our past to tell us that we can't be this. Because you are already this. It has to come out. Okay? There's also something about some of you need to work more on your inner child healing. Okay? A lot of inner child healing needs to be done. Or if you're already on that, you got to step it up a level. She steps it up a level. We have a queen here. Okay? So really start focusing on that. See what's at the top? It's the wheel. It's major arcana. Get out of those karmic patterns. All right? You don't learn your karmic lessons. You don't learn from what's happened in the past. It's going to repeat. And you get stuck in the hamster wheel. All right? This could also portend something about there's going to be an unexpected shift. Yashi, I would love for you to moderate every Saturday. I would love that. So go ahead and be my moderator. So yeah, so this could portend an unexpected shift for the collective. Something unexpected is happening that's going to help you with regards to what path you really need to be on. It could be the ending of delays. It portends new beginnings as well. There's something fated that's happening here. Okay. There's something fated that's happening, and it could very well be, it's going to cause you to really step into this energy right here. Okay. Okay. There's a reason why I said Leo. It has to do with the full moon in Leo, which is on the 16th, is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm going to pull a love card for the collective. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments. All right, guys. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you guys about love. What do we have for love for the collective? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. These are the Lovers Oracle cards. If you don't already know, they're very hard to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. They're beautiful cards, though. It's one of my favorite decks to use. You've seen them. If you've been watching my YouTube videos, I've been using these for the love section of it. All right. Let's see. Spirit, what do we have for love for the collective? There we go. I'm going to read it backwards. You may not always understand why certain things happen. See, I thought I was going to do it. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Oh man, I read that backwards. There's your guidance with regards to love. Oh my God. There's a dove here. I was doing something last night while watching The Chosen, and I asked my guides to show me a dove to confirm something. It's right there. This may be an omen for you guys too. If you start seeing doves around, this is a reminder of this. Okay? Can you guys see that? Let me see. You guys should be able to read it. Yeah. Okay. The bottom of the deck is balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. There's the bottom of the deck right there. Okay. There's a loved one. They want me to pull a romance angel card. Yeah, this is taking a while, but a lot of you guys have patience. Let's see. What else do you want to tell the collective about love, spirit guides, and angels? Mainly because Valentine's Day is a few days away. So I'm doing a little bit of a bonus here. See what we have. Wow, I'm kind of in shock because there's something that I realized yesterday, and I was like, it had to do with my path, my mission, because my mission is very different, and I'm starting to realize things, and it's scaring me a tad bit. But because it's scaring me a tad bit, that means I'm on the right path. I just needed the confirmation with the dove thing, and there it was. All right, woo! Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, guys. For the collective, it's time for you to stop focusing on love and start focusing on yourself. That's what I get with that. Disconnect from a lot of social media unless there is some benefit to you following someone on social media, like me. But this is really about, I talked about investing in yourself. That's why I said that before that card came out. Focus on yourself. And I know that Valentine's Day is coming up. Look, it's not about having a romantic partner. If you go do your research and look up when Valentine's Day really started, it was actually with Saint Valentine going around town, giving love notes to everybody. I love you. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You know, God loves you. That's what that was all about. It turned out to be something that's, I'm not going to say what my thoughts are. Crap. I said it. Okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with love. Again, it's this. It's this. We should be giving people pink roses, not red ones. I'm not saying red ones are bad. If you want to give red ones, fine. There's the romance there. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but you focus on yourself. You're going to attract someone who's gonna be not just romantic, but like almost like godly is what they want to say. Okay, someone who's gonna be very spiritual and have this connection with God and has this like magic to them. You need that more than you want the eros love. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, look, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. See what I was saying? Why I said, you know, disconnecting yourself, but connect to people who are going to lift you up, who are going to help you with the support, right? Finding somebody who's going to coach you, or someone finding a community that's kind of, it's going to really that they're more high vibrational than low vibrational. If you're surrounding yourself with people who are complaining all the time, who fight with you all the time, who put you down, they need to go. They need to go. That's not going to help you. It's affecting your abundance. So this is asking support from people. You know, surrounding yourself with a circle of friends who are going to understand you and who are going to give you that compassion and the unconditional love, right? So when you're letting yourself go with the love thing, and I know, especially with women, oh my God, Valentine's Day, I don't have a person. It's not about that. Okay, do you know how many people are going to be having somebody but they don't have a divine connection? I would rather have the divine connection with someone than some date or some boyfriend or something, right? I get that now. I totally get it now, because for so many years, and if you guys don't already know, I didn't have my first boyfriend until college. Some people think I lie about that. You can ask anyone that I know. I did not have my first boyfriend before college. You know how down I used to get when all my girlfriends, they all had boyfriends. Everybody had somebody. I felt like the only one who didn't. And it used to drag me down. And that was silly of me to do that. But God was protecting me like you wouldn't believe. Like you wouldn't believe. And I am so grateful that I did not have a boyfriend until college. Seriously. It was not meant for me. It was not part of my path. So, those of you who are single, don't get caught up in the love stuff if you're not with somebody on Valentine's Day, okay? Think about everybody who's here. Everyone who's here loves all of you, right? We all love each other. That's what should be important. Again, it's this. This is what it should be about on Valentine's Day, okay? First and foremost, we can throw in the romance too, but let's not focus on that, right? That's why this card came out, okay? Disconnect, meditate, get to center. Think about what we were talking about. Independence, right? Do this. With this, okay? That's what you were guided to do this time around. There's another message for a few of you. There's a blessing that's coming soon. Okay? There could be about like peace. There's some conflict of resolution coming to a few of you. It's like peace is going to be made in some sort of connection or some sort of conflict you've had with somebody, and balance. Okay, I'm seeing Temperance card and Six of Swords with this. Like for a few of you, there's going to be peace and balance that's going to be brought, and you may be going away with someone to talk about things. Okay, you may be going on a trip together or going on a retreat, as it says, going somewhere or going to somewhere quiet to talk about stuff. All right, could be talking about what this says right here. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. There's going to be a big discussion here. All right, That is for a few of you. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go to Chris's reading. Amber, I just read your comment. You never had a day for Valentine's Day? I never did either. And not to knock my husband, because I do love my husband. This love, I still do. Um, Even when I was married, Valentine's Day wasn't a thing because he did not see that growing up. So, and then after that, I didn't really have Valentine's Days with anybody. Even in college, the boyfriends that I had, either like it was just like something, it was no big deal, or I was broken up before that, before I jumped into the next one. And I didn't even have that many boyfriends to begin with. And then after I got divorced, it was kind of, well, I mean, I've been single for what? Almost 3 years or something like that. So, you know, it's kind of like my son and I do stuff. We always do fondue in the house together. That's our thing. So I'm looking forward to that. I actually have to go get the stuff before I forget. So, you know, I give little things to my son, and we spend time together, and it's like that's all I need at this point. And when the time is right, you know, even, you know, in Valentine's Day, it's like, it's not like I don't appreciate it, guys. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not one of those women who bashes Valentine's Day. I just think it's bigger than what the world makes it, and you guys see that. You guys are very smart. Um, but I know for me, like when it comes time for you know, God to bring that person in my life, Valentine's Day is going to be a lot more meaningful, and it's going to be very different. And I'm not going to be, I was never really hung up on, you have to bring me flowers and chocolate and stuff like that. No, I mean, if we're playing Tekken or Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat on Valentine's Day, shit, I'm all for that, right? Going hiking on Valentine's Day or something, I'll do something like that, right? That sounds like a lot more fun. But being with somebody that I'm like that closely connected with, that's way more important than all that other stuff. So, but yeah, so for right now, it's just like I do stuff with my son. So that's my thing. And I don't get caught up, and it's been weird because you walk around and you're seeing all these people, you know, holding hands and all these couples and stuff, and it's like, you know what I do when I pass people like that, I thank God that there are people, you know, who love each other, and I bless the couple. That's what I do. And I pray that the relationship that they're in, that it's a healthy one. That's what I do. So it's really not filling for me, but it makes me happy to see that, you know, love does exist, right? But it's like for a lot of us, we should be seeking or attracting the higher love. So we're gonna go with Chris's reading. I keep talking. It's like I'm getting all this stuff already. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Syrians. How can Chris protect herself based on her needing to hold on. How can Chris best protect herself with the negative energy surrounding her at home? Oh, well, that was fast. The Sun. Well, you get the best card in the deck, love. Healing, shining your light, the truth. God wants you to really see the truth in the situation, and you know what it's about? The Lover's card is at the bottom of the deck. Marriage, a relationship. And I know you're married, Chris, so there's something about something coming to light, or you really seeing the truth of the situation with regards to not only your marriage, but all the relationships that you have with your children, because she has children here, and all of the other relationships that you have with everybody else. Okay. I'm hearing that things are going to be coming to light. Yeah, things are going to be illuminated soon for you with regards to all of the relationships that you're in. This is also talking about you need to start making healthier choices for the betterment of for your highest good. This is really talking about, and again, we talked about healing, right? That God really wants you to start focusing on your healing, your childhood, your ancestral pattern, your relationship healing, right? Like I think we've talked about that in the other personal readings that I've done for you. So Spirit really wants you to be in this light here. This is the light of truth. Okay. Spirit also wants you to be a lot more playful, tap into your inner child, start doing things. Maybe there's some activities that you loved as a kid, or something that really sparks your interest, something like that, right? Like, what really lights you up? What makes you feel a lot more optimistic, more playful? Something about aligning yourself with, the things about your inner child that makes you happy. This is bliss. This is happiness. This is prosperity and abundance. Yeah, there's something about you need to start making healthier choices that are going to be more beneficial, not only for your health, your well-being, but for the family, your kids, the marriage, or seeing the truths in things that maybe you're afraid to see, or maybe again things are going to come to light. Okay, with regards to your marriage, with regards to the, again, all relationships that you have. All right. um this is also telling me that God wants you to start aligning yourself with God more. Okay. Um, Looking to God more for answers, praying more, aligning yourself with your higher self. You're going to get a lot more clarity when you do that. And when you start to make healthier choices for yourself, Chris, you're going to see a lot more things come to light. You're going to have these epiphanies. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I just realized this about myself, or I just realized this about my marriage, or I just realized this about my relationship with my kids or my parents or family members, right? You talked about overprotective parents and stuff. I saw that, Chris, that you booked a North Star. It popped up on my phone. Thank you. So yeah, you're gonna see so it's funny because a lot of stuff is gonna be illuminated for you in that reading. So you're going to get a lot more clarity with that reading too, on top of other things. All right. So start making choices that are, again, that are for your highest good. It's your highest good. Don't do things. Okay, here's the thing. Don't compromise your happiness for the sake of somebody else's. Don't do things that you know you're not in agreement with, that you don't make you happy. Okay? You're not, when you do that, you're not being true to yourself. Again, the light of truth. Start choosing things for you that are right for you, that bring you happiness. All right. But there's also something about, um, it's not about being overly selfish. There is such a thing as healthy selfishness. Okay. I had to learn that too. So it's time to start changing up some things. And you know what? God's telling me, God is saying, Chris, every time you make a decision, ask God first. Don't ask your husband. Don't ask a friend. Don't ask me. Ask your kids. If God ends up telling you to go to me, then fine. If God ends up telling you to go to somebody else, then fine. But ask God first going forward whenever you're about to make a decision. Okay? See what's underneath the Lover's card? The Queen of Pentacles, self-care, your self-worth. What are you going to do to really build for yourself? Taking care of yourself, right? Yeah. Two of Wands at the top of the deck. Don't give into that fear where don't be in that indecisive state because you're afraid of making a choice. Okay? Don't let that fear hold you back from making that choice. It's really going to expand your horizons, because after the Two of Wands comes the Three of Wands. All right? So that would help. I'm going to pull a love card for you. You're welcome. Hold on, let me check the whatchamacallit. Is Anjana leaving? Bye, Anjana. I'll see you later. I'm looking at Yashi's comment. Oh, Yashi, I didn't know you were on vacation. Enjoy your vacation. All right. I'm going to pull a love card for Chris. Let's see. Spirit, what can guidance do you have? What do you want to share with Chris with regards to love? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, my God. Look. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Need I say more? Oh my God. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. You see your marriage. Okay? You need to do this. That's why I was saying do not compromise for the sake of someone else's happiness, right? Self-sacrificing. Do what is right for you. Okay? Do what is right for you. See the wedding cards at the bottom. The situation involves marriage. I was talking about that. That's the Lovers. That's what I was talking about. You have to love yourself first. All right. Okay. Thank you, Chris, for your donation. Jess. General. Yashi. This is for me. Everybody's got to love yourself first. You got to fill your own cup first, because if you don't, how are you going to fill somebody else's? How are you going to, attract true love? And again, when you love yourself first, that raises your vibration. We're not really taught that. We're not really taught that in life. It's got to change. All right, Jess. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians. What guidance do we have for Jess? What does she need to know right now? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians. Wow. Jess, you're going to laugh. I tell ya. Look who's at the bottom of the deck. Did I not say this guy's stalking your readings? It's the King of Pentacles. Oh, my word. Okay, so they all came out sideways. Whoa. We have Judgment, the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, all right. I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a masculine energy. I don't know if that past person you told me about is an earth sign, but I'm getting a few things here. With Judgment, there's forgiveness here. Either you need to forgive a King of Pentacles or some earth sign, or you need to forgive someone who was harsh to you, or it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting a lot here, but the main thing I'm getting is forgiveness, all right? First and foremost. So there's something here that it's like you need to see the truth of the situation with regards to who you need to forgive or something like that. There might have been some sort of communication recently, or you're going to get communication. I don't know. It may be challenging to hear. I'm not sure if this communication based on a contract or based on some sort of legal thing. I don't know. I'm getting that too. But whatever this is, there's a lot going on here. Either it's really about you forgiving somebody who's acted puerile, who's acted childish and cold-hearted to you. Someone who has tried to strip you of your power, your integrity. Someone who, like, has walls built up around their heart. Someone who's detached. Someone who's not really in tune with their emotions. Someone who's very blunt. Someone who might just go around just speaking very coldly or harshly to someone. Manipulative. Could be mind games here. All right. Even though they're not in the reverse, I'm picking up on that. All right. Somebody's like, there's no cups here. All right. There's no water energy. There's something about either you're dealing with somebody who is, there's something about harsh with words, very cold-hearted or something. Someone who's really not in tune with their emotions, but there's something about whoever this is, especially if they said something to you recently, or they're going to say something, or it's been like this for a while. Spirit really wants you to just learn how to forgive. It's like come from a place of compassion, right? Like what I talked about well at the beginning of the reading. That's going to bring you more peace. Because if there are any grudges being held here, or any anger or resentment, or even just the slightest bit of like bitterness or whatever, or maybe this person may be this to you, and maybe you're feeling this within yourself because somebody's acting like that, that's not going to help the situation. All right, there's something here where either you're judging somebody for how they're acting, and then they're judging you back for that, or God is trying to get you to see the truth in this, where with whoever this might be, that it's kind of not worth your time to be in these energies where you're going to block your emotions and kind of be in the state where, well, I'm I'm just going to act the same way this person is acting towards me, and I'm not going to be able to forgive, or I'm not going to be able to have compassion, something along those lines. There's just a lot of energies going here. I might even be picking up on energies from people you're dealing with, because I know your situation. So keep that in mind too, and that goes for everybody, okay? If something seems weird, it could also be that I pick up on other people's energies that are involved with what the cards are saying here. But there's also something here where on top of that, you're gonna have to really start heeding the call. It's like spirit, God's telling you, hey Jess, you really need to focus on this, you really need to focus on that. You might it's following your mission, okay? Spirit's really telling you to get going on your mission, to start doing the things, working towards how to get to your North Node, all right? Again, the North Star, we already had your North Star alignment reading. So it's like Spirit's saying, hey, we have told you, you need to start focusing on this. You need to start working more towards that. You may be thinking it's going to be a challenge, but this guy can overcome any challenge, okay? You have to believe that about yourself. And you have to also understand, you know, you being independent. And again, we saw the Queen of Wands, right? But this is you about where, you know, where you are as a single individual, that it may be a little bit challenging for you, but you're going to learn a lot from those hard knocks in life. You're going to learn a lot from your life's lessons. It's going to give you wisdom. It's going to make you more ambitious. It's going to make you more brilliant. It's going to bring you more clarity. This kind of ties into Chris's reading, where, you know, you start listening to your divine guidance here and saying and listening to what God is telling you to do. It's like with this liberation here with the Judgment card, God's saying, hey, Jess, if you follow me, you do this, and you start really going through your awakening phase and start doing the work for that, don't worry about it being a challenge. Don't worry about you going through this alone, because you're not really alone. Because again, this is like an independent person. This is a divorced person, but single, okay? Don't focus on those challenges. You have the support of your guides, your angels. Again, we have angels in this card. They're right up here. But, you know, forgiveness is also going to be freeing. I talked about that at the beginning of the reading. That is what ultimately gives us peace, guys. This goes for everybody, you know. And again, it doesn't mean that you condone what that person did. It doesn't mean that they win. It's to bring you peace so you can move on. I mean, a lot of us don't want to be in these unsettling feelings, vibrations, right? It affects everything else in your life. That's why when I talk about forgiveness and healing the heart chakra fully, forgiveness is the gate. The healing the heart chakra and forgiveness is the gateway to having all of these amazing things, you know, show up in your life. But it's a hard quality to have, because it is a divine state of being, and it takes a lot for people to get there, right? And it's kind of like the ego starts to creep in. So you're going to have to really start cutting out things that don't serve you, and stop making excuses. Because if you're making excuses with regards to what God is telling you, hey, and I know we talked about this in a reading, right? We had a couple of readings before, and it said what? It said it's time to start your healing, right? It's time to start the healing process. And it is going to be a little bit challenging, but you can overcome that. You have to see it from a different perspective and understand with the Queen of Wands energy. Yeah, I know I've been through some crap. Yeah, I know this is going to be tough, but I'm going to be stronger, especially mentally stronger and wiser. I'm going to understand what fairness really is. I'm going to understand what justice really is. And again, God is the one who rules the Justice Department. I'm going to better be able to speak my truth going forward, and not worrying about what happens, not worrying about any challenges that might arise from, you know, when I speak my truth. It could also be where maybe this also happened for me. I was afraid to speak my truth, because when I did and I would get challenged, I would back into a corner and I'd be like, I'm done. I'm not, it's like I lose my sense of power, and then that's it, right? That's something that I had to learn. But now, like, I speak my truth, I'm not afraid of that. because I know it's my truth and my truth alone. And it might bring some kind of challenge. It might bring somebody who says something back to me that is not pleasant. But you know what? That's not my problem. That's their problem. That's what she deals with. That's when she gets into the, I'm not being emotional about this. Screw that. If I speak my truth and someone tries to like come after me for it with like this blunt type of energy, I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to detach myself from those emotions before I back into a corner, and I'm going to still stay on my throne when I speak my truth. This was a huge lesson for me that I had to learn. So, for you, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom as you're going through your awakening phase, as you're heeding the call and you're listening to what God wants you to do, because God's trying to free you from your Five of Pentacles. All right? Because you've gotten Five of Pentacles before. This is what's going to get you there. But you have to be honest with yourself. Okay? You also have to communicate your truth better. And part of this, what God's going to want you to do is going to help you to really stand in your power, especially with regards to speaking your truth, okay? So again, you could be dealing with some earth sign, I don't know, or an air sign, or they have earth and air in their chart. But this is part, because this guy keeps stalking your readings, you're going to learn this because you're going to attract the King of Pentacles. This is also about you learning how to master manifestation. This is the master healer of the self. Your worth, all right? Building something for yourself, understanding that you have the Midas touch, all right? You have that light already within you. And when you use that light within you, whatever you touch turns to gold, right? So I'm saying your God-given talents and whatever, you know, this mission is that you're being called to do, and part of that mission is embarking on your journey towards self-transformation, your awakening process, your ascension process, your evolution of the soul, your spiritual growth, all of that. Okay? This is a hardworking dude, but he got here because he put in the work on working on himself first. He found his inner wealth first. He attracted the material stuff, okay? He didn't have to do hard work on himself and work like 50-hour work weeks or something to get to amass this amount of wealth. No, he attracted it, all right? So this is really about you learning how to master things. I mean, we have a king and a queen here. Oops, that's a page. We have a king and a queen here, all right? You know what I just picked up on? This might be your son, because I know you have a son, okay? Your sister and your son, your mother and a son, I don't know. Did I talk about before about forgiving a mom? Okay. Maybe your mom's giving you stuff about your son. I don't know. That just came out of nowhere. All right. Or something about that you need to marry somebody so that you can have somebody support your kid. I don't know. That just came out of nowhere. All right. I don't know. There's a lot there. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot. So let's do your loved one. Spirit, what deck you want me to use? Okay. We're going to use the Lover's Oracle, Spirit Guides, Angels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian Sirians. Oh my God, they did it again. I was just thinking about the dove thing before, and they said, Jess, stop, look. It's twice. Oh my God. What does Jess need to know with regards to love? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Woo! Guys, really? Look what came out. Oh my God. God, you are amazing. We have new beginning. Oh my God, that's the Judgment card too. Where is it? New beginnings, Jess. A really big one. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. See, this journey you are embarking on is going to end up attracting the King of Pentacles. And I say he keeps stalking your reading, all right? You gotta have to do the work. Stop making excuses. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords does not make excuses. She gets that divine guidance. She communicates that. She makes a plan. She understands what she needs to do and she takes action. But she doesn't make excuses. She's like, I'm getting this done and I'm getting it done now. Bottom of the deck is surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. See? Just give it to God. He's trying to free you from your situation. Let go of that past so that this new beginning can come in. Remember, forgiveness is going to help that. You move on towards that new beginning. It'll be a lot harder for those who have a hard time with that to really move to something greater. Because again, it blocks stuff. It does. And then people wonder, like, why isn't this changing for me? Why am I still stuck in this? You know, you got to listen to what God is telling you. It's going to be very important. Okay. So, judgment and new beginning. That judgment is new beginnings. Liberation, freedom. Starting your new life story. And learning from the old one. Oh gosh, Blue. I was going to ask you what your question was because you're next. You guess you were paying attention. All right. Let's see. Yashi, I'm sleeping these days while listening to Psalms. Oh, nice. I like that. The Book of Psalms. Blue, you were paying attention. Yay! All right, spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What did Blue Butterfly's triple boys think and feel about the talk I had with them and song I sang to them? Aw. Spirit guides, angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I'm already seeing Queen of Cups. Some water energy. What did Blue's triple boys think and feel about the talk? Well, I did say water energy. We have the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess is Pisces energy. That's water. And more water. 2 cups. 2 cups at the bottom of the deck. So, very loving. This is telling me that you are... so, you were giving them unconditional love and they're giving you unconditional love. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. That's why I talked about water energy. Okay? Yeah, so what they want to say to you is that they could totally feel the love from you and they're really appreciating that. And that's the energy of the Two of Cups. That's basically what we need to be giving with everybody, right? You're giving them unconditional love and they're giving it back to you. So that's probably why you got really emotional with it, because they're appreciating all that you were doing with them. And it's funny because I was wondering if you're going to come in to see how you were doing, since we found out what I predicted ended up being what came to light. It was true. So yeah, they're giving this back to you. So you're really good with this. So just, you already know this, continue to do that. All right. What I'm also hearing is that, like, your boys are already kind of starting to um understand more of who you are. So what I'm getting with this is that they're going to be um you're really going to be super connected to them as they grow up. And it's like there's this like-mindedness because you're already doing this while they're in the womb. They're going to be picking this up, and they're going to be in alignment more with like who you are. And there's going to be like this harmony here, because Two of Cups also talks about harmony. And there's going to be a lot of love. And I mean, I'm not saying that mothers don't have love with their kids, but it could be at different levels, right? Because I know I've seen people where they have strained relationships with their moms, and that this type of like love really isn't there, right? Sometimes it could be conditional. But it seems with this overall energy here that they are there's this, oh, I just heard that they're falling in love with you. That's really sweet. They're falling in love with their mother. That's what I heard. So this is kind of weird because I'm actually seeing inside your belly, and like they're having smiles right now. Yeah. And yeah, this is also stemming from like the connection that you have with your boyfriend too, right? You give and receive unconditional love, and it's also coming from your boyfriend too. And this is really going to help the boys, all right? But I'm seeing they're kind of like they're looking at each other right now, and they're smiling. And it's like they're trying to hold hands right now. This is really weird. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what this is. Oh wow, that's interesting. So it's like, yeah, it's like this trio here, like they all feel this. So it's quite beautiful. So um with the High Priestess here, see what I was saying to keep working on that? It's the Knight of Pentacles. As I was talking about, continue to make those healthy choices and be responsible for your life's choices and actions and things like that. Stay dedicated. It's been a long process, but they want you to stay committed to doing this, to continue to have that that unconditional love right now, and to have that exchange, and on top of the relationship with your boyfriend, to continue that too. It's a whole family effort, right? Because you know the kids, even before they're born, they can feel that type of stuff. So it's like the energy within all five of you is being magnified by this type of love that you guys have. Yeah. So um they want you to stay on your path, stay committed and diligent, because this is going to be very helpful for them. And with the energy of the High Priestess here, continue to listen to your intuition and continue to follow it. This is also telling me that you're going to be getting additional information from your spirit team, from the higher realms, and they want you to make sure that you continue on that path that you are on. It's like there's some other information that's going to be downloaded here. Um, I just got something else. The High Priestess, she hides things. She hides things. So maybe there's an offer of marriage coming up. Maybe Taurus season. Taurus, Virgo. Well, we're already past Capricorn, so the Taurus or Virgo, maybe Taurus or Pisces season. Because this is Pisces, and Pisces season is coming up. This is something hidden. There's a secret that's being kept from you. Somebody's been working hard on an offer or working on like relocating you to, oh boy, your boyfriend's a Taurus. See? Or working on an offer either of commitment, marriage, and or moving further to like the countryside or somewhere where you're further away from city life or a lot of activity going on where you live. I don't remember where you live. I don't even know if you told me. But it could be one of those two things or both. Okay? Somebody has been working hard on something, on an offer, and you don't see it coming. It could be marriage. You know you're going to have to tell me because I got the triplets thing right. You're going to have to tell me because this came out of nowhere. All right? I think they were trying to hold off and they're like, Jess, you're going to have to say it. Okay? But again, this is also taught, don't override the other message that I got. But, you know, continue to listen and trust your intuition. And you're going to be getting more insights and downloads to things. And they want you to stay committed and persistent and have patience. Okay? Have patience with this. This could also be your Taurus who's been very patient. But this person works very hard on themselves. And they also work very hard on an offer. And if they're making an offer, and I know this is not business for you, but your Taurus person could very well have been working been working a long time behind the scenes on an offer of long-term commitment. Okay, we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You see how another message came out? Oh, God. Look what's underneath this. It's the World. Your life's changing. Your relationship is changing. It's the end of this cycle of being boyfriend, girlfriend, and now you're going to move into the Fool. Starting life anew. Could be a completely different place where you're living now. This is travel. Okay? I talked about relocation, moving, could be travel, all right? There's a huge cycle that's ending for you. You're closing the book to a story that has been written, and now a new one's beginning. Okay? That's what I'm getting. All right. I'm going to pull a love card for you too. Let's see what we get. Purple is after blue. And then Anjana, and then Angela. All right. What do we have for love for Blue Butterfly? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, guys, I don't know why they want me to talk about this. Jess, you still here? So I have this new service called a handwritten letter from your higher self. So I did this for Jess, and I actually channeled the name of her person And she never told me the name of her person. It scared the living daylights out of me that I got 2 names. Okay? I don't know why they want me to say that, but I channeled her higher self and I heard 2 names and I wrote them down, and she was in disbelief that those names, one of them was a little off, but the second name was dead on. And I'm like, I don't know how I did that. Hi, Chaniqua. Welcome. I haven't heard from you in a while. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Bottom of the deck is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay? This could be past energy where this is talking about you've already done that. Or there's more to do with loving yourself type of thing. Give your relationship a chance. I don't know. Maybe that's why I was picking up on the offer here of long-term commitment, possibly. That's what I got. Look what's at the top of the deck. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. And there you have it. All right. Okay. I don't know if I think I said hello to Shaniqua. Yeah, I did. All right. Thank you, Blue, for your question. Give my love to the boys for me, please. Spirit, we're going to do Purple Moonlight's reading now. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Palladian Syrians, please reveal to me for my highest good and for Purple's highest good. Oh, I saw your question. I got to go back. Okay. Purple's question. Spirit, she has a female family member who's facing so far 3 felony charges. Please reveal to us if she will be found guilty and do more than 5 years in prison. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Shaniqua. Hey, Shaniqua, you know, it's always going to be a lot. You know, for me, it was a lot for me too. So don't get hung up on that, all right? There's always, there's a light at the end of the tunnel for everything, all right? It's not over for you. My dear Purple, we have the Queen of Cups. The first thing I heard is you need to have compassion for this person. I'm going to be honest here, okay? I have to speak my truth and I have to channel what the guides are telling me. So you might be seeking vengeance or justice from this person. They want you to surrender. Give it to God. Okay? It's not up to us to seek vengeance or justice on anyone or anything. That is God's doing. He's going to make it fair for everybody. So this energy here, it's more a message for you. They're not really answering your question. And that happens. I think you heard me say at the beginning, other stuff comes out that's way more important. They don't want you to judge this person. Because this person apparently had a hard knock life is what I just heard. As I talked about before, there's probably something in her birth chart that is very hardly aspected that is causing this type of behavior, okay? I've seen this in charts where people have done not so great things. It's in the chart. Okay. So Spirit is asking you to have unconditional love and compassion towards this person. God will seek the justice, but it's God's doing. So they're not, wow, they just told me they don't want to reveal exactly what's going to happen, whether your person's going to be found guilty or not, whether they're going to do more than 5 years in prison or not. They want you to take your focus away from that. You are focusing on something that is not for your highest good. That stuff has to do with your female family member. It has nothing to do with you. You may think that it has something to do with you, but God wants you to see this differently. You see what's at the bottom of the deck? It's the Hanged Man. You're going to have to surrender this to God. Let God handle all of this. All right? You have to let go. You have to let go and let God. You're going to find a lot more peace in your heart space, okay? So if your mind is kind of surrounding yourself with what's going to happen with this female family member, if there's worry, anxiety about this, or whatever sentiments you're having, just let it go. Look at this from a different perspective. It's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, see, she's on her own path. All right. She's gonna have to learn from that. She's gonna have to learn from that. So Spirit really wants you to look at this from a different angle. And it's what I was talking about before with regards to what's in her birth chart and what else has happened in her past, her childhood, or whatever karmic debt she's dealing with. Believe it or not, when people do stuff like this, it's karma they have to pay. All right. She's getting her karma right now. She's going to have to deal with that on her own. Nobody can pay off anybody else's karmic debt. We can do everything in our power to try to fix that, to try to rectify that. It's not on our place. Okay? So you're going to have to really if you're looking for a solution or an answer to this, they want you to go within. Okay? They want you to remove yourself from the chaos that's going on with your female family member. Take a step back. Go out in the woods. I know they're telling me this. Go out in the woods. Go take a nature walk. Talk to God about it. Say, God, can you please give me some answer to this? Can you enlighten me? Can you, it's like you're going to get an epiphany when this happens. God's going to reveal something to you about what's going on with your female family member. Okay? Yeah, see, this kind of sounds similar to somebody else who talked about somebody's mother. I think it was Simone. But so here's what's going to help. I say give it to God. Pray. I don't know, I'm not accusing you of not praying about this, but if you're not, do it. If you are and it's on and off, do it every day. Because what I'm hearing is that God is asking you to give this situation to God and let God sort it out. Here's the thing that's going to help her. No judgments. The Queen of Cups does not judge anybody. She has a better understanding as to why people go through things, why they go through it, because she knows that people are dealing with battles they know nothing about. That there are underlying reasons for the behaviors that they act. And I said, birth charts have a lot to do with this. They want you to give unconditional love and be compassionate. That's what's going to help heal this person. Okay? What I'm getting is if a lot of you guys focus on what she's doing and what she's not doing, it's making it worse for her. And she's not going to learn. She needs love right now. She needs unconditional love and passion right now. That's what's going to heal everything. Okay? And I'm not saying that like you're not doing that or anything, but she didn't come out for a reason. Okay? This is answering something completely different. It's actually a bigger answer to your question as to what is going to help this family member. Praying a lot more for her and sending love. That's what she really needs right now, because what I'm getting, she probably didn't get a lot of love in her childhood. That's what I just heard. She didn't feel loved. She didn't feel valued. And sometimes when kids are like that, what do? They act out. And I'm not saying she's a kid, obviously, but this probably has been stemming, going on with her in her life. Yeah, she hopefully she will, but again, it's her path. It's she has to pay something karmically. But what's really going to help is the healing. Wow, she has kids too. Yeah, this is a mother. Um, but I just read. So, with your question with regards to, do you feel she will do more than 5 years? This is a maybe. This is, I'm hearing hung jury. I'm hearing that there's going to be some stuck energy here. Things are going to be suspended. There's no yes or no answer to this. Oh, wow, Jess, really? He's a Gemini too? Wow, okay. Air sign. So purple, they don't know. They're not going to give the answer because they want you to just surrender and give it to God. Okay? Give it to God. But the biggest thing here is that there's a this your family member needs a lot more love and compassion here. Okay. Um what's up here? Look what's at the top. It's the Six of Swords. Move away from the conflict and the chaos. What was I saying with the Hangman? You just gotta find your own peace. Okay? Don't get caught up in this. Yeah, it's a mess. Absolutely. But Six of Swords is you moving away from the mess. Okay? Move away from the mess. You gotta find your own peace and tranquility. And again, not get caught up in it. All right? That's going to help you with your energies too. I'm going to pull a love card for this to see what we get with the Lover's Oracle. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What other guidance would you like to give Purple Moonlight with regards to love? Please and thank you. Thank you for your... And that knocked over my crystal. That wants to come out too. Okay. See, when I was saying they're not going to give you an answer? Only time will tell. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Could be coming from God and your female family member. Oh, you got romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Apparently there's something else coming your way. That's why they want you to get into hanged man mode. Something else is trying to come in, but apparently this thing that's going on with your female family member is blocking this, is what I was just told. Okay? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. That's also the energy of the Queen of Cups, just going with the flow. Just let nature take its course, right? Only time will tell energy. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. God's talking to you through these cards. That's why I was saying surrender, let go and let God. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. You got a whole bunch. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. You see what I said? That's what I was talking about. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. See? There you go. You got a lot there. The bottom of the deck is, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. All right. Craziness. See? Pray. Have faith. Love is the only thing that's going to heal. All right? Love heals all things. When one is healed, all are healed. Again, don't get caught up in it. I got a crystal on the floor. All right? Oh my gosh. Bye, Yashi. Thank you, Angela, for taking over for Yashi. I appreciate that. All right. Ooh, is it going to be, what time is it? Is it going to be another easy night? Blue, I was wondering where you went. I was like, she just dropped off. No problem, Blue. You are welcome, love. Give my best to the boys, please. All three of them. Thank you, Blue. You have a good night too, okay? Tell the boys I love them. All right, Anjana. Wait, where's Anjana? Anjana, are you here? Anjana's here? Jess, I saw you. I think I mentioned your thing. All right, Anjana. You know, I think Anjana means something in Korean because there's this awesome K-pop song that I'm infatuated with. And they say Anjana in it, and I keep forgetting to look up to see what that means. If anybody wants to look that up, that'd be great. Anjana, what does your name mean? Does it mean something in Hindi too? All right, Spirit Guides, Angels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do you have for Anjana? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Do, do, do. Oh man. All right. Okay, Anjana, I think this is talking about your past energies. Because you just told me about you stood up for yourself. All right? You spoke your truth. So this is interesting. Apparently it's coming out. We have the Five of Swords and the Moon. So it's like either there's something else that you need to communicate, or this is about you. Hold on. Anjana's the mother of God. Oh, really? It's the mother of God Hanuman in Hindu mythology? The grace of God. I know about Hanuman. Wow, that's so cool. I love that. All right. So, yeah, you talked about how you really stood up for yourself. And you said like enough is enough. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to allow you to strip me of my power and integrity. I'm going to stand my ground here and speak my truth, and you face those fears. So this is also about, you continuing to do that, okay? This is about you not allowing anyone else. Now that you have done this, they don't want you to give in to any more fears with regards to you sticking up for yourself, basically. Okay? That you can speak in such a way that might seem a little bit harsh, but remember to come from a place of love, right? Don't give in to those fears of saying things that need to be spoken, and kind of go back to what you were doing where you would kind of retreat, right? Because the Five of Swords could also talk about challenges. It's like you backing away from challenges due to fear. This is what I was talking about before, what I used to do. When someone used to challenge me, and when I said something, when I spoke up for myself, and someone would come back at me with something, and I go into a corner, right? This is what Spirit doesn't want you to continue doing, all right? So, yeah, so you really have to continue to speak up for yourself here, and to not allow anyone to strip you of your power and integrity. They want me to look at the image. This is interesting because the woman behind her is carrying a head. Somebody's decapitated head. So what I'm also getting from this, because they wanted me to look at this, they want you to make sure that you don't go into Queen of Swords mode, like the shadow side of her, where you go around chopping people's heads off with regards to speaking up for yourself and dealing with these conflicts and challenges, right? They really want you to be listening to your intuition, your inner guidance, and to trust that. There's something about finding a middle ground here with regards to you standing up for yourself and not trying to win at all costs, okay? Because there's a balance, because you can speak your truth and you can say all these things, but the Five of Swords can be harsh words that are hurtful. All right, that's why you kind of have to have this trust your feelings here, and make sure, again, you don't become the Queen of Swords in the reverse, or the shadow side of her, where you have no emotions whatsoever, because this is the moon, and it's ruled by it. Moon rules Cancer, and Cancer is all about nurturing and motherly and the emotions, right? This is the divine feminine here. Stay in your divine feminine power at the same time that you're standing up for yourself. Again, that's why they told me to look at the, if you can't see it there, there's a decapitated head right here, all right? Don't go around thinking you stand up for your truth, but you are like being very vindictive and being very harsh. That's the opposite, okay? You have to, again, you have to find that middle ground there. Okay. Okay, so there it is, right? Be very careful with the sharpness of your words. Again, that moon energy, divine feminine, does not chop people's heads off. Okay? That is not a divine feminine. She speaks her truth, but she comes from a place of love. All right? Because divine feminine is unconditional love within. Again, what my shirt says. Okay? So don't start attacking people with your swords. All right? So we have the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. See? Chaos and conflict, like fighting, like combating people. It's like, I'm going to fight you with my words. But the moon energy is here. All right? Also be careful with being deceived or getting caught up in illusions. There's Archangel Michael over there. See? It's like, be careful when you're in the middle of like an argument or something. There's like, be careful with not seeing the truth of this, because the moon energy, there's things in the dark that you need to gain more clarity on. So be careful with clouded judgment. Be careful with the illusion of something, or misconceptions about events, about people. All right. So think before you speak, to avoid more chaos, conflict, and arguments. Okay. You really got to use more of your divine feminine power when you are standing up for yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting. Look what's at the top. It's the Queen of Cups, that divine feminine I was talking about. Have compassion, all right? Trust your intuition. Don't judge people. Don't speak before you act. Whatever I said before. Watch your words, okay? Watch your words. Come from a place of love. As I said before in Purple's reading, compassion, non-judgmental attitude. She knows that people are dealing with battles that other people don't know about. Don't beat yourself up if this tends to happen, Anjana. All right? Don't self-sabotage when that happens. It's just something you're going to have to work on. Okay? Again, think before you speak. I said speak before you act. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to say. It's think before you speak. Okay? Think before you speak. Don't get all defensive and combative, all right? Or if there's any competition surrounding you, we're not looking at the competition, okay? What deck you want me to use for love? All right.
What just happened outside?
What happened?
There's like a bunch of fire trucks, ambulances, and police cars outside.
Right across from the house?
So you know the window that we have on the stairway?
Yeah.
To the left?
Uh-huh.
It's like a huge boulder.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's like right outside.
Ooh, that's not good. I didn't hear any car accident.
Well, I heard like a fire truck come through, and then like its siren turned off right outside.
Yeah, I heard all the sirens. I didn't know they stopped right outside the house. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Well, hopefully everybody's okay with whatever that is.
Anyway, I'm gonna go make chicken nuggets.
Now?
Yeah.
We had dinner already.
I know, but I woke up at like 4.
My son's crazy. He's a growing boy. He's a growing boy. Let's see what we have for love for Anjana. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. All right, there we go. Okay. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. All right. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. There you will find true bliss. Honor the place in one another. This to me is seeing the divinity within the individual. Okay. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. It's right there? Oh, wow. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You know what? What also this is about? I forgot. Walk away. Especially if someone's coming at you with these harsh words. Hey, Michael. Hi, how are you? It's a long time no see. Just walk away. Take the high road. Okay? To avoid that conflict. What did I say? Think before you act. Think before you speak. Sometimes silence is golden. The bottom of the deck is sacred union.
Here. In case you're hungry.
Thank you. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Well, thank you, Michael, for stopping by. You know what's weird? I was thinking about you too early today. It's like you and Angela came up today. Thank you for stopping by to say hi and for your comments. Yeah, kiddo. You've got, I'm talking to Michael. You've got some gifts here, Michael, so don't let anybody get to you, okay? The Scorpio reading? Yeah, the Scorpio reading was a pretty deep one. And it's funny because it was Scorpio's reading. All right, Michael, you know if you need anything, you know where to find me. Just keep talking to God, all right? That's the best advice I can give you right now. All right, Anjana, hopefully that helps you. Angela, dear. Oh, Scorpio's your moon sign? Ooh. Oh. Scorpio moon people, they're prone to deception and stuff. And that is at a detriment, I think. The moon is not in a good place in Scorpio, but you'll overcome that. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for stopping by the way. It's good to see you. Pisces rising. Oh, I missed some people in here. Angela, honey, did you put your question in there? Virgo, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, and Pisces rising. Virgo, self-service or service or overly critical, right? Could be that too. Whatever spirit wants you to know. All right, let's see. Thank you for the jelly beans, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'll be done early because no one else is coming in.
Oh, yeah. Who y'all got winning for the Super Bowl tomorrow? Bengals or Rams?
Bengals. I told you that.
I'm asking them, too.
Oh.
Bengals or Rams?
My son wants to know, for those of you who are watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, who are you rooting for, the Bengals or the Rams? My son's getting the reading now. You're welcome, Anjana. Pisces rising is not fun. Not necessarily, but hey, we all have things to learn. The Vikings. Michael, you're hilarious. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Angela need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you very much. Yep, I'm going for the Bengals. I guess I could have said Dolphins, right? People would laugh at me. See, my son's laughing. We have 9 of Pentacles. Oh, before I get to Angela's reading, she's actually the last one right now. I'm going to have some melodies while I'm talking. Angela's the last one. So if anybody who's here who would like a personal reading, feel free to put in your question, make your donation now. I'll just say my final remarks and then we will be done. Okay? All right. Angela. 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Whatever conflicts you're dealing with, Angela, take the high road, like we talked about with Anjana's reading. Move away with people who take advantage of you. Move away from who's ever hostile towards you. Jobs, relationships, just people in general, or even situations that are just not working out for you, that you feel a little bit tense or whatever. Spirit's really asking you to just move away. Get in that boat and find your peace, your tranquility, your balance elsewhere. Get in the boat and head towards your paradise island, whatever it is that you're dealing with. All right. If this might tie into Anjana's, where if you're dealing with any conflicts or issues or challenges, just, you know what? It's not for your highest good. Start seeking things, you know, that are going to be more harmonious. All right. It's really time to start focusing on your self-worth and your confidence here. Start building for yourself. Finding fulfillment and being single. Living life happily single. You stop giving in to fear-based thinking. Work towards something that is going to bring you abundance, going to bring you prosperity. Maybe there's something with a job that you need to move away from, or a relationship you need to move away from that you need to end, and start thinking about maybe building a business for yourself, utilizing something that you're really good at, a God-given talent, like I talked about at the beginning of the reading, for you to build your build something for yourself, because 9 of Pentacles can talk about entrepreneurship, right? Building a business. This is the catch. This is the person that, you know, has this really awesome skill set, or they create something. There's something that they do that is that people absolutely love, right? And it's like, oh, I got to go to Angela for this and this and this and that. This is going to be awesome. And whatever it is that you're talented at, build a business out of it. Okay. If this is like what you've been getting on in the inside. All right. Again, it talks about, this is independence here. Okay. Standing in your power, being independent, and saying, you know what, I can do things for myself. I can build for myself right now. But again, this also talks about not getting into the point where you're so independent where you start rejecting help when people want to genuinely help you, okay? We are not meant to live life just on our own. We are all one. We're supposed to be connected, and we're supposed to be helping each other, right? But when we get into this 9 of Pentacles energy and we feel fulfillment within ourselves and we're building for ourselves, we start to attract people who are very similar to us, right? Like-minded people. We start, you know, having a lot more harmonious things, a lot more abundance flow into our lives, right? And when that happens, you know, we start to attract people who are going to give us genuine help, who are going to be supportive, who are going to kind of help us get to the next level, right? Because even as you progress, as you ascend, there's always going to be something you need to tweak or you need to fix. I mean, even when I talk with my clients, sometimes I end up having epiphanies when I'm working with them or something services, or even when I'm doing my readings for the collective on YouTube. Sometimes something pops up in the reading and I'm like, oh, well, okay, I got another message for me type of thing, right? There's always a place of, there's always a time to evolve. But for you right now, Angela, it's really time for you to just, yeah, see, life isn't meant to live on an island alone. Exactly. That's not, if that was the case, then there would only be one person on the planet, I guess, right? Adam would have still been there and no kids, no nothing. What kind of world is that, right? So, but you know, again, when you're in that dependence, that raises your vibration, because when you stay in Five of Swords energy, you're going to attract more Five of Swords energy, more people who betray you, more people who take advantage of you, that type of thing, right? So move away. Okay, take the high road. There's no winning at all costs. There's no trying to fight somebody all the time to see who's better, to see who is who has more power, to see, you know, well, I got to win the argument all the time. I have to be right all the time, right? And if you're dealing with people like that, or if that's been you before, again, Six of Swords, get in the boat, get away. Just move away from it. Move away from it, because the Five of Swords energy is not going to bring in abundance. Obviously, it's going to block it. All right. So don't give in to fear-based thinking. Start building for yourself. Be happy alone, single. But again, that doesn't mean that you have to do everything for yourself. Okay? We're not, like you said, we're not meant to live on an island alone. We're not. All right? You will start to attract more Nine of Pentacles people when you are really vibrating at this level. And you have another 9 here. Okay? Things are ending, right? That idea that you once thought about living on an island alone, right? That's ending right now, because you said you're starting to realize it. There's new beginnings here with you having a different mindset on this. This is the Nine of Cups, where you're realizing, you know what? I can fulfill my own happiness. I don't have to have anyone do that for me. I do that on my own. It's the energy with the Nine of Pentacles, right? So find your own bliss. Find your own joy and happiness. It comes from within. It doesn't come outside of you. But when you are vibrating at these levels right here, that is super high vibrational. Okay? This is kind of like violet flame level stuff. You start to have a lot more peace in your life. Things are a lot more balanced in your work life, your home life, your relationships, even with yourself. When you get to this state of peace, it's going to be something incredible. You've been single for a while, so you're open to the idea of dating? Yeah. You know, just like see what God brings to you. All right? Again, you're vibrating at this level right here. You're going to attract somebody who's going to be at this level too. Right? Someone who's not codependent. Someone who is not looking for you to make them happy, and you're not looking to them to make you happy, right? When you find the Nine of Cups, you attract the Ten of Cups. That's the happily ever after. That's the blissful relationship. It's the divine relationship that we all really need, okay? That is the higher level. Again, it goes back to my shirt here. That's the type of love that we need in a companionship, in a relationship, okay? So, you know, vibrate at this, right? I'm living life. I'm very happy, content on my own independence. But again, you know, it's like continuing to make those healthy choices in life and in love. The self-love, oh, the last Aquarius reading hit you? Yeah, that was a big one too. That was a big reading there. So, and it probably has to do with the chivalry thing, right? I don't know. I'm picking up on when I talked about some women. They're like, no, why are you doing that for me? I can get my own door. I can get my own coffee. I can get my own this. Right? And when we get that type of kindness, and it doesn't have to be like with men, it could be with everybody. Right? When we get that type of kindness, we should appreciate that. And I already talked about my story with my divine counterpart. It kind of screwed him over, right? Why are we going to do that to people? And then when he met me and I was appreciative of that, I was actually shocked. He was shocked. But then he thought I was like, there was some ulterior motive, like there's something wrong with her because she's acting different, right? Hi, Manju. So, but yeah, remember, you have to respect yourself and you have to treat yourself with kindness and you have to be appreciative of the people who treat you the same way. Again, it's not in the divine order for us to be alone. Now, if God wills it that way for whatever reason, that's up to God. But the males have that role, as I talked about. The ultimate provider and protector. Nice guys do not finish last. And for those who think that, that's kind of sad. We have to kind of lift them up in that sense. And we have to be appreciative of people who act kindly towards us. And like I told you with what I do, like I was opening doors for people yesterday. Okay? They all said thank you this time. But I don't really care about whether they say thank you or not. God sees what we do. Everything. It comes back to us. And if we are not appreciating people who were kind to us with no ulterior motives, that's going to get back at us. Okay. So, right? Stay in your high vibration. Know that you can ultimately fulfill yourself. As I said again, you vibrate at this, you're vibrating at this level, but you're not being independent where you're being Queen of Swords in the reverse where it's like, no. It's just me and me alone. I don't need anybody else. That's crap. We all need each other. All of us. I don't care who you are. We all need each other. So, again, 9 of Cups. You're vibrating at that energy. Yeah, I know you can hear him. He's right here on the couch. They're saying they can hear you and they're laughing. Did you forget? You were only a few feet from me. Get to the 9 of Cups. You get the 10 of Cups, right? But it also stems from this. When you learn to live life happily on your own, watch what happens. And you're vibrating at this level, it changes everything. Oh my God. See what I was saying, Queen of Swords? Look, don't get all Queen of Swords detached and unemotional, right? Be smart about it. You're not meant to live life completely single, right? Don't be the cold-hearted single person. Be the loving, harmonious, self-fulfilled, joyful 9 of Cups. I mean, well, we saw 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, all right? Okay. What deck do we need for... All right. What's going on in the chat? Hi, Ellen. Welcome. Angela, you're right. There is a natural order of life. A lot of people have forgotten this. If you look at nature alone, Do you see many animals who are like really by themselves? I mean, there's probably some, but when you really look at it, that's not the natural order of things, right? And yes, we have forgotten this. We have forgotten this. We have men who are like, you know, forget women. They're this. I'm just going to be my own or just goof off.
I'm a BK.
And what, Julian?
Yeah, isn't that what you're trying to...
No.
Not Michael.
No, we're not getting into that.
It's turkey spicy.
Oh my God. And then the women, right? Yes, we need to be strong, independent women, but that doesn't mean like, and I'm not knocking on those who think this, okay? I cannot judge. But there are so many that are like, I don't need a man for this. I'm not going to have anybody take care of me. I can take care of myself. With all due respect to those people, what happens at some point where, I don't know, you have an accident or you get really sick? Who's going to take care of you then? You know, we're not meant to do it all. We're not. And when we overstep those boundaries, that's when we go against the wheel of karma. That's when we get really hit with some not so great stuff. And then we're never going to find that true love if we're acting from that type, from those energies. But it goes both ways, guys. This is not blaming men and it's not blaming women. We have to get back to the divine order of what the divine masculine really is and what the divine feminine really is. All right, let's get a love card for Angela. And then I'll have just like closing remarks and then we will be done. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do you have for her? Ah! To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. See? Be playful. See how she's illuminated here? The guy's in the dark, but she's shining her light. She's attracting this guy who he seems very, they're on the swing together. I mean, they look like they're having a nice time. He's just looking at her dotingly. And she's like, I love this guy. This is fun. We're on a swing. Whatever, whatever. Be playful. Again, don't be Queen of Swords. The shadow side of the Queen of Swords. Okay. Do that. And look, it's flirt. Right? Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Light-hearted energy, the inner light, okay? That's the energy of Nine of Cups, happiness, all right? The Nine of Pentacles, being content and harmonious in your environment. And just acting like a kid every now and again. If you're a funny person, make your jokes, okay? If you go on a date soon and so you make a joke and someone either is offended or they say you make bad jokes or they're not laughing, next, you need to have somebody who's going to laugh at your jokes. Even if they're bad jokes, if somebody still laughs at it, you've got somebody golden there. Well, it depends on other things, but I don't know why I'm saying that, but there must be a reason for that. Be a little bit flirty and like be this jovial, vibrant individual, because then you're going to attract higher vibrational people that way. Okay. So just have fun, but again, stay in your power but don't give in to those other extremes, right? Where you're Queen of Swords in the reverse and then the shadow side of her, and then you're too overly emotional, or you're you might be too flirtatious or too playful, right? Because then there's always extremes to everything, right? It's balance. You have the Six of Swords, right? Find balance. Find balance between your independence, your adult, okay, here it is, your adult self and your child self. That's what's golden right there. You have jokes for days. You know what? The Queen of Swords, she sees the humor in every situation. She does. She could be very funny too. If like you're Gemini rising or something, or Gemini in your chart, you tend to be funny. So, yeah. Anyway. Hi, Ellen. I don't know if you're still here, but my free readings list is closed. I think they talked about that already. If you would like a reading, I'm about to close out because I've already gone through everybody's readings. So anyone, last call if you want a reading, or anybody who wants another one, but I've gone through the list. Anybody who wants a reading, this is the last call to make a donation. There's links in the description box. You're very welcome, Angela. I appreciate you too. So I made it, Anjana. Don't I make it all the time? Actually, I made it before midnight. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right. For those who didn't hear me at the beginning, who are still here, check the description box in this video and any other videos you see on my channel. If you watch my channel, if anybody's new, because Ellen says she's new, if she's still here. Yes, it's before midnight. I do have 6 new services. They're email readings. They're much cheaper versions of my readings. They're a lot more affordable, and there's a quicker turnaround time, even though I usually have 72 hours for the non-911 ones. But usually with emails, honestly, guys, I can get them done quicker than 72 hours because it doesn't take all the video stuff and editing and everything else. And honestly, there's a lot more energy that gets taken up from me when I do video recordings because I hit some super channels, and that's when everything comes out. So if you are interested, check out the description box for information about those new readings there. And I am going to make the announcement of my memberships, and some of those readings are going to be included in the memberships too, right? If you guys have any questions about anything about my services or about the class that I'm having, I have a Reintegrating the Divine Feminine class. If you didn't hear it before, that's in the description box below. You can find more information about that class. That class is going to help you to attract the chivalrous male, the divine masculine, if I didn't say that already. So whatever. Let's see. Anything at all, guys. You have any questions? Anything? Shoot me an email. My email's in the description box as well. If you're already a Capella crew member, you know how to get in touch with me. If you want to become a Capella crew member, if you feel drawn, I highly recommend it. I know I'm changing some things because if you heard me earlier, I overextended my kindness. I guess there was another life lesson I had to learn with me being so ambitious with helping people because I'm so passionate with helping people. I mean, my Gemini sun is in the 11th house, so it's like, and I have a grand trine with that 11th house. So, with the moon and Pluto in my 3rd and 7th houses. So, I mean, I'm a big proponent of humanity and community and harmony. So that's my that is my thing. So oh, Shaniqua. Shaniqua wants a reading. Stuff. Thank you, Shaniqua, for your donation. You want a career. All right, so I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. Oh, Angela, you teach you have meditation classes? Your 300-hour certification. Wow. Anybody needs help with meditation, go to Angela. I mean, my membership services are going to include unlimited access to my meditation videos, but they're just meditation videos. But apparently Angela's got some other stuff. So go to Angela for that. Yeah, so let's see. Okay. But all right, let's do Shaniqua's reading. She wants a career reading. No, Shaniqua, you're good. I'm going to do your reading right now. You're right on time. You're right on time. I was just going over my stuff again. For those who didn't hear it before. Alrighty. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. Please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do you have for her with regards to her career? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got. So, with regards to career, there's some communication coming in with regards to a partnership, or because we have the Eight of Wands here. Okay, thanks, Angela. So, yeah, here's the Eight of Wands. So this could be communication about somebody who wants to partner you on something. I don't know if you have your own business or you were struggling with the keyboard. That's funny, Shaniqua. Either, yeah, you're going to get communication with somebody who is on the same page as you, who has the same core values, dreams, goals, aspirations of you, and they want to work with you on something. It could be with the job you have now, or if you have your business, that somebody wants to partner with you on something. Maybe even if you don't have a business, it's like somebody wants to partner with you on something, and this communication is going to come out of nowhere. You're not expecting this. All right. So you're not expecting this. So it's like you might be a little bit shocked by this. But they also want you to make sure that you align yourself, because this is about alignment as well. You start taking action and aligning yourself with more like-minded people. When you raise your vibration, you allow yourself to attract people who kind of have the same vision as you do, who kind of see things the way you do. And it's not like everyone's going to see exactly what you see, but it's going to be close enough so that there's this true partnership here where you can collaborate better. It's like Three of Pentacles. You'll be able to build something masterful together, something along the lines of having successful projects and creating something that is worthwhile, that is fulfilling, right? Because cups, we have two Ace of Cups here. So it's like you have some great idea, something that you are very talented at doing that really brings you happiness. And the other person is very talented at something else, right? It could be something artistic. I don't know, because cups can talk about the arts, could talk about music, could talk about a whole bunch of things with regards to the arts, okay? So you have something to offer, and this other person has something else to offer based on your artistic talents or something like that. And you're going to come together to build something that's really great here, is what I'm hearing. on top of that, with whatever this is about you continuing to find people who, again, aspire to the things that you want to aspire to, right? If you're surrounding yourself with toxic people or people who are bringing you down, people who are low vibrational, this is more of a high vibrational card. People that you don't gel with, okay? People you don't feel in sync with. Spirit wants you to release those people, cut those cords, and start really raising your vibration, okay? And I think I talked about that when you asked a question in the community forum the other day. When you really work on your healing and your vibration, again, alignment with things that are more harmonious in your environment, okay? Aligning yourself with things that are for your highest good, okay? You do that, a lot more people like this are going to come your way, all right? It's all about your vibration. What you are vibrating on the inside is what you're going to attract on the inside, okay? It's like what happened with me. You know, I was attracting all these inauthentic relationships, and it wasn't just, you know, people that I dated or whatever. It's like some people at work or other people around me. It's like they had ulterior motives, or they were seeking something else. But when I raised my vibration and I was really focusing on myself, and again with the alignment, aligning myself with what was better for me, what was for my highest good, I started to attract more of these type of people, right? Or to the point where I was attracting people who I had similarities with regards to their past, that were sent to me by God that I was going to help. And that's been happening a lot since I've started my business, where every time I do personal readings, it's like my story comes in so that I can better help those people. That's what this is about. Because I got myself to a higher level here, and my vibration was that high, the people who start coming to me end up, again, they end up being the people that God assigned to me because our pasts are similar. And it helps with the healing, because when you can resonate with somebody who went through something you did, you connect with them more, and you start to kind of be inspired by that individual and say, hey, if that person can do that, I can do that too. That person went through the same thing, I can do that too. Because I bet you anything, a lot of people probably thought about a lot of things about myself, maybe had some preconceived ideas about my past or what I do now or something like that. I do get a sense that some people probably thought that I had like the easy road, maybe just because of my appearance or what I'm doing now or something like that. It was not like that, okay? So when I tell my stories, especially when I'm doing personal readings or even these types of readings, and I talk about a lot of myself in these readings to kind of help add to what I'm channeling, it helps, right? It's more empowering, more inspirational, more motivational, because if I can't talk a place from vulnerability and have people connect with me in a way where, holy crap, you know, Jess went through the same thing, or I see that, I resonate more with that, then I'm doing you guys a disservice, because it's like there's no true connection there, and to help to get you to understand, again, well, if Jess or somebody else that you may be dealing with, if they were able to overcome something similar to what I've been going through, that there's hope there in a sense, right? I can get through that forest. I see the forest through the trees type of thing, that there's a possibility for me there. There's opportunity for me to really grow and to have, you know, like a better life where I'm attracting more of this type of energy, right? And this also includes relationships, like romantic relationships. And I don't like the romance thing, right? Because I'm this right here. But you can have romance, but what we need to really be trying to achieve is the agape level of things. So yeah, so for career, you know, if you're dealing with any toxic stuff at your job, if the whole job is like toxic, I don't know where this is coming from, you probably should seek another job, because that toxicity is actually blocking your abundance. It will also affect like a counterpart coming in or a soulmate coming in. It'll affect your love life too. Believe it or not, it's all about the energy. Okay. So yeah, the Hermit's at the top of the deck. This is really doing some contemplation. All right. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What type of job, you know, are you having? Are you really happy there? Is it really fulfilling? Are there too many lower vibrational energies? Again, that is not this. All right. Go within and start looking at like your karmic patterns. And we talked about this when I answered your post in the community forum. Go within and start analyzing. This is Virgo energy. Analyze your past experiences, your past relationships. Again, you're going to find a pattern here that Spirit really wants you to break away from. And it has to do with you being around like-minded people, especially with regards to work. And if you want a more fulfilling job, you're going to have to let go of whatever might be keeping you in a career or in a job or working with people, and start focusing on what is really important for you. This is about your spiritual growth. See, I was talking about alignment with your higher self. This is you going into hermit mode and start really working on your personal growth, on your healing to achieve spiritual mastery. You do that. This is about solitude, right? You do that, and you gain that personal strength and resilience, and you start really understanding about your life more and what you can do to better yourself and what you can do to raise your vibration. This starts to come in, okay? In all forms. It's not just love, it's all of your relationships. And there might be a point where you're going to find yourself completely alone, but you're never alone because you have your angels, your guides with you. You have other people who can support you better. Again, with this Two of Cups energy. And it's going to help you with your spiritual growth. That's why you got to surround yourself more with these types of people. All right? To help you go through your healing and your spiritual growth to, again, achieve spiritual mastery. But a lot of this work is done best in solitude. It's what I went through. You may go through a time where you will not have any friends and you will not be dating and you will not be whatever. And that's what God wants you to do. I talked about this when I answered your post again. A lot's going to come to you. You're going to have a lot of epiphanies, and you're going to start to realize a lot more about yourself when you are by yourself. It's exactly what I did. I learned so much. And you know what? God does his greatest work when we are in solitude. When we work on ourselves and we push away all of these things that are not serving us, he's able to do his part in our spiritual growth. And we work together. God, you and God, me and God, everyone else in God works together in tandem. We allow God to do what he needs to do to get us there. But we have to do our part. It's not the other way around. I think I talked about in the post that I put in my in the forums today. We can pray and wish and hope all day. We can light candles all day. We can take sea salt baths all day. We can wear our crystals all day. That's not going to do it. You have to do the hard work. And that involves this. This is not easy to do, but it's necessary. If we want to gain wisdom, if we want to be more of the sage here, so that we can prepare to teach others what we've learned, this is absolutely necessary. And when we achieve this, I'm telling you, your life starts to change. There's no way out. The hard work has to be done. The self-reflection has to be done. The inner work has to be done. Otherwise, we're going to continue to live a life that is not in harmony with what God has for us. and we're able to achieve that. I mean, God ends up blessing you with amazing things. And it's not that God doesn't want to bless you. Again, he's requiring you to do the work first. Let him handle all the other hard stuff. And you don't have to see it. Trust me, for me, sometimes I'm like, am I still doing the right thing? I don't see anything happening. And then God's like, you have to just, I'm doing things. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean God isn't working. God does a lot of hard stuff. Oh, you want the other deck? He does all the really, really hard work. We think our work is hard. God does some amazing stuff all day, every day. And you if you think about this, he has how many people to try to work with? Over 1 billion people on this planet. That just goes to show the power and the magnificence of God's abilities, right? It's not just about us. It's about everybody else too, right? Like I said before, when one is healed, all are healed. And we have a responsibility to heal ourselves first so that we can heal everybody else. It's kind of like what I went through. I had the responsibility of healing myself so I can help heal all you guys and whoever else crosses my path. And even, with my son or my family members or even my next door neighbor, even though I don't really talk to my neighbor or whoever else I'm dealing with, I might be chatting with somebody at a store or something, and there's a little bit of healing exchange that happens there too, So, all right. With regards to your love stuff. Hi, KW. My free readings are closed. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. See? Don't go to love. Let love come to you. With the Virgo energy, this is slow moving energy, right? You got to take your time with this. Again, you align yourself. You will attract. And this is also tying into your love too. You align yourself with your higher self and you do the healing work. You will attract your soulmate, your counterpart, someone who's on the same page as you. But you have to find your Ace of Cups first. And then you will attract the person who has found their Ace of Cups. And then you two will come together. There's mutual attraction here, right? But you got to be vibrating at that level first. So with regards to your love, a lot of other people got this, right? You need to be focusing on this right now. What I said, your spiritual mastery, your personal growth, your spiritual growth. I'm telling you, this person will come in, but you got to do the work first. Right? That's why they said wait. Just wait. You have to be patient too. Because again, hermit energy, that type of work, it takes a long time. I didn't start doing I met my counterpart almost a full 7 years ago. I didn't start doing my actual inner work until after 3 years or so. So if you really want to look at it, and I don't really like looking at time, I'm like in like the 4th year. But again, it took me years to get to where I'm at now, right? And it even started before I met my divine counterpart, okay? I had to go through all these trials and tribulations and all these lessons and all of these experiences, but they were all blessings nonetheless. Nonetheless, even though some of them were like pretty shitty, right, in my eyes, but at the end of the day, they really weren't, because they were preparing me to get to here. If I wouldn't have learned all that stuff, I wouldn't have dealt with all the bullshit, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I know there are other things coming. I know this is not the end all be all for me. There's more stuff coming, and I keep being told, my spirit team is always setting me up. They get me excited about stuff, and I follow my guidance and I go through all these things. And then I'm like, okay, so what else is going on? But it's like, okay, there's something else bigger. There's always something else bigger ahead, but it's all about preparation. And we can go into hermit modes, right? Sometimes it's necessary. Even when we've achieved a great milestone, it's always necessary to go back into hermit mode for a little bit, and we gain more wisdom. And for me, there's no such thing as an expert. Okay. We're always learning, we're always growing, we're evolving. By the time I leave this world, I would not be an expert at anything. I could be a specialist at it, but there's no way for anyone to be an expert, because what happens, people come up with innovative things. There's always something new to learn. There's always some breakthrough. There's always some new idea, right? And who's an expert at that when that innovative thing comes up and that idea comes up, right? So but anyway, yeah, a lot of people are being told to put love in the back burner. Switch it out. Put yourself on the front burner, put love on the back burner. Watch, I promise you, it'll be very different. Your life will be very different when you start focusing on yourself. Okay. Oh, bottom of the deck. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. You know what's funny? Maybe you've already met your person and you don't think it's your person. With that at the bottom of the deck, or, yeah, this, it's like, I don't know. This is interesting. Either you've already met your person, or you're going to run into your person out of nowhere. And this person may be the catalyst for you to undergo this, your spiritual journey. You might be a light counterpart, which is the same as a twin flame. You might be one of those. And practically everyone who comes to me ends up being, they're a twin flame. I'm supposed to guide the counterparts and help them to get to union. So that could be it. That could be it. If you don't already know, surprise, surprise. All right, hon. Hopefully that helps you. All right. Is that it, peoples? Anybody else? Last call. It's closing time. Who sang that song? Anybody remember? I'm seeing the video in my head. So, hi Jasmine. My free reading list is closed at the time. If you would like for me to answer your question, a donation would be required, please. But thank you for asking your question. So let me know, Jasmine. I can answer your question, but it requires a donation. Triniqua, I hope they're not on my job. Well, you know what? I met my person at my job. I'm not saying that your person's at your job, but I met mine at my place of work, where I used to work. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It was 8 of Wands. Okay. It was 8. Oh my God, wait a minute. You know what they're telling me? Yeah. Because you asked about career. There's a high probability that you may meet your person at work. You see how this works? Because I met my person at my job and it was this. I had no idea until like a year later that he was my divine counterpart. That may be the case with you too. I don't know. I might have to look into that. There's a high possibility. You know what's funny? I was gonna say in the extended, I'm like, I don't do extendeds. That's hilarious. All right. Last call. Anyone who's lurking around here, if you would like personal reading, this is your time to donate. All right. You're welcome, Shaniqua. Thank you for your question and your donation. I appreciate it. You know where to find me if you need any other guidance or anything, okay? I'm glad that this helped you. All right, guys. Anything else? Bye, Shaniqua. Anybody have any closing words? It's funny, I said we were going to be done before midnight, but that's fine. It's still before 12:30, so this is good. This is good. All right, guys. Well, for those of you who are watching the Super Bowl, enjoy. May the Bengals win. Oh yeah, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope it's a beautiful day. Again, if you're single, don't get caught up in that. All right. I love you. The world loves you. God loves you. My cat loves you. She's behind the chair. Enjoy. You know, if you have kids, do something fun with your kids. You know, whatever. Do something for you. If you don't have kids, go treat yourself, okay? That's what I did if I didn't have my son for Valentine's Day or something. So, but yeah, enjoy yourselves. I can't wait for the game tomorrow. It's going to be very, very different. I don't know how you pronounce it, Melody. I can do a reading for your career, but my free reading list is closed at the moment. If you would like for me to give you career reading, feel free to make a donation. Minimum is $11.11 if you would like a career reading. But not to rush you, I would suggest that you make a decision now because I'm about to end the live. So, but my free reading list is closed. All right. Shaniqua, what happened? You put OMG in there. What did I say? My cat. My cat's in her cat tree. All right. Melody, if you're still here. I can read for you, but it will require a donation, please. I forgot what else I was going to say. I think that's it. I'm going to give like 2 minutes for Melody A to say yay or nay, and then I will close this off. What else is coming up? Oh, for those of you in the States, wait. Yeah, for those of you in the States, Pluto's return is coming on the 22nd of this month. get ready for some changes. Or it's going to kick off some stuff. It's not going to happen right away, but it's going to be some interesting things for those of us in the States. Hi, Anjana. I thought you went home already. And then the Leo full moon is right after Valentine's Day. That's when Mars and Venus conjunct at exactly 16 degrees of Capricorn. That's going to kick off a lot of stuff. For Shaniqua, are you still here? That's going to kick off a lot of you running into finding more of your soul tribe, finding more like-minded people. Okay, that's actually going for everybody, and that's kicking off unions too, sacred unions. It's a big year for unions. So, and aliens, I guess, Anjana's saying. Aren't we all alien? All right, guys. This is where we part. Again, you know where to find me. There's information in the description box. Go to capellawellness.com. If you're already a Capella crew member, you know where to find me in the app. I'll be announcing the membership soon when I get all of those squared away. Because there's a lot of stuff I got to do with that and testing, and it's all me. I run the show, okay? I don't have any help. I do everything. I used to have a friend who helped me, but God cut that off, so, and I know why. But, yeah, it's a one-woman show, all right? Okay, guys, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Super Bowl. Happy full moon in Leo. And God willing, I will see you in the next live session. All right, guys, I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful week, okay? Many blessings and much love to you in the coming week and the rest of this weekend. And thank you for being here. I'm so appreciative for your questions, for your engagement in the chat, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, all of that stuff. If you want to share this live with somebody else, because there's a collective reading or whatever else, feel free to do so. You want to send the word out about my channel or whatever else, tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, if they're into this stuff, by all means. Bring them in so they can be part of the family. All right. Okay, guys. I love each and every one of you. I will be seeing you in the next one, or at least seeing you in my readings for the coming week. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.